All I think of when I see one of Philbo's guns is the intro to The Apprentice. Hashtag money, 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 money. Welcome back to the Mike Papa Kilo Rumble and Odysee channel. We have a loaner gun here of a CZ Bren 2 variety. Apparently they only sell this as a pistol, which is retarded. You can't get it as a 16-inch gun. Not that I would consider buying this $2,000 gun. Watch Forgotten Weapons video on it. Oh look, there's a classic run of paint from the Philbo. I should have done it before I did the G36, honestly, because I would have known more about the G36 as well. I referred in the G36 video to the internals as an AR-15, which is kind of true. It's an AR-18, obviously short stroke gas piston, which I elaborated on that, which is what this is, which is what like every gun, HK, FN, CZ, anyone has ever made ever, as far as 5.56 guns go. Steyr AUG, L85, all of them. AR-18 copies, just bullpupped and set up in different configurations. So yeah, Eugene Stoner, in his infinite wisdom, people have been copying him for decades. So let's take this sling off, maybe. Come on, cutie. Get the fuck out of here. There we go. There's one. There's two. Blue Force gear. This is not the Vickers sling. I like the Vickers. Oh, maybe it is, yeah. So it does have the Rippy-Doo quick adjustment. I do like that a lot. It's like the only piece of tactical kit I have on my 3-gun rifle. Oh no, something happened. Dang it. Oh, your 3M tape failed miserably. Okay, so that's a IR thing, I guess. CR123A powered Hollow Sun copy of a Steiner, I'm guessing. Probably just as good or better and way less expensive. I need more zoomage here. There we go. I didn't hate this holographic sight. I don't like the fact that this silly Mountie-Doo, I'm guessing this Unity is meant for nerds with nods that think they need a 3-inch height-over bore for their optic. I have a monocular and I've never had a problem running low optics, so I don't know what these mouth breathers are doing. But I don't have more than a monocular. Maybe when you have a full set of nods, you have to have it. But charging handle's got a little bit of a camming action to it there. It's got some high-speed gear on it. I don't know where you get that. Had some high-speed gear on this trigger group, which apparently this is the stock housing. And it's got a much better 2-stage trigger in it. I can't imagine that's more than a 3-pound trigger pull. I know who makes that, but I don't know who makes the like lighter triggery bit. Because I doubt this came from the factory with a sub 3-pound trigger. It is 2-staged, kind of, sort of. Kind of a long reset, but it is way better than this factory single stage in here. A lot of squish. A lot of squish. Same reset. Squish. And that's like 6.5 pounds. £7. Not great. It's got backup irons that aren't like the stock ones that I saw in Gun Jesus's video. I don't know where those came from. They look very bougie. It's got a little flipper in it too. That's weird. Just crank on that. We learned about point of impact change with this QD silencer co-style of attachment 5.56 ASR 1/2x28. B.E. Myers & Co. Inc. Okay, so that's the QD muzzle brake that burned our retinas out because this is only like an 11-inch barrel or something. The longest they make of these is a 13-inch barrel, I think. So that's all the longer they make of them. As they go to a heavier grain projectile, like a 62 to 69 grain bullet, you don't need the longer barrel. But The point of a 223 is a 50 to 55 grain bullet out of a 20-inch barrel, vibe checking your plates. So there's that. Okay, how do we take this apart? I watched Gun Jesus' video, but I don't remember anything from it about the disassembly. Maybe it's like a G36. Boy, that's a stiff detent. Maybe, kind of, sort of. There's a, oh Jesus, almost dropped it. Okay, so that's a thing. All I did was push on this little fella right here, and things happened. Yeah. So now we gotta get that out of there. Is there a way to, well, no. I am breaking your shit. There we go. We gotta pull down the latches right there for the buttstock. So you pull down and push in for it to work. How do you do? This looks like it slides down. There we go. Yep, slides down out of the way. And then you can take all the AR18 stuff out of it. Single instead of dual. Charging handle should come out. Yep. Please come out of the gun. Please? Oh. Okay. There's a little tab in the back here keeping it in. Alright. Do I really have to take that off? It's a little Phillips screw holding everything in. That's awful different. Okay, might as well take that off, I guess. Very odd seeing a Phillips head screw on a modern firearm. Yes, I said it was hitting the receiver. How in the hell am I supposed to get you out of here? I don't understand. It sounds like the charging handle clip is what's holding it in. Yeah, that's what it was. So you actually have to push down on this, because basically what this does is it holds on to the front of the bolt carrier group via that, so that you have a non-reciprocating charging handle until you don't want one, right? And Ian did a really good job of going over this. See, as this cams over, you get a little bit of action there, but basically what this does, it goes into battery. If this comes back out of battery, you've got that tab, but this gets pushed up out of the way by the inside of the receiver, I believe. Yeah, it must sit underneath the chamber because I can't see underneath the chamber. As soon as that goes all the way home, that gets pushed up out of the way. This can reciprocate, but as soon as you pull back on it, this bad boy, it's forced to butt against the top of it and move. So that's how that works. That's a thing. AR18 chunk of things. Take this bolt apart. Stay. Good, expensive gun. That's got a little O-ring on it. And then this has a retaining spring for the firing pin for some reason. Big old firing pin. It's got the springing thing in case your primers are a little bit too soft. Goes in a battery, goes kaboom. That keeps it from doing that. Mostly pistol caliber stuff has that because pistol primers are softer than rifle primers. And there is your bolt carrier. You could knock that pin out and get the spring out, but there's really no reason to. Not that dirty. We didn't have any malfunctions with this thing, so that was good. Oh, that's a tight boy. Holy ball sacks. Someone call Tommy Works and tell him, holy shit, that's super tight. That is one of the tightest extractor springs I've ever felt in my life. Holy balls. So that's the thing. Normally you can push this out of the way. This is by far the tightest extractor spring I've ever seen. It barely moves. The ejector plunger, that's normally sprung. Very interesting AR style bolt. Knock that pin out, you can take the extractor spring out and change it out, but clearly this one doesn't need it. There's your cam pin. Nothing special there. There's that pin that holds the firing pin in. It's got a little O-ring on it. There's your firing pin, recoil spring, single recoil spring, which is interesting to see. And then here's the charging handle. That little clippy-do that clips onto the top of the bolt carrier. Plastic, a lot of glass nylon in that, and it was made on April of 19. It's even got a date code on it. How cute. It's supposed to replace these every 20 years because plastic degrades from heat cycling. Fun fact. It's a close-up of the waffly boy. There's the button I had to push to get that lug to move out of the way so you can dovetail the waffly boy out of the way. Obviously he's rattle canting this. Just barely enough length of pole for a tall guy to shoot it. Definitely needs more adjustment. There's your heavy button. Have it hinge out of the way. Heave it up. All right. Old fire control group. And a big old hammer spring. Reminds me of the old days of shotguns. That big old single coil hammer spring. And then the one we just took out, you can see it's got the mag insert for the 5.56. Take that out, it takes the CZ Bren proprietary magazines instead of AK mags, which is a huge negative, but it's a push button. Not drop free because these stupid polymer mags never drop free, but this is a CZ specifically made Bren mag. It's like a P mag, but worse somehow. P mags are junk. You can see a little CZ logo there. Take it apart just like a P mag, push down, push forward. Bob Gianti. That magazine's worth a lot of money. I'm just throwing it around. Apparently people like those. This one's got a typical AR-15 fire control group. He said this one was aftermarket, but I have no idea who makes it because he wanted to rattle can it, obviously. It looks like some basic palmetto stainless steel lower parts kit fire control group, which is why it says 6.5 pound trigger. Weird. This guy just hates money. I told him I could build him like the best AR ever for $1,000, and he was like, "What's the fun in that?" I'm like, "I admire your try-hardness and the struggle, but damn, dude, like fucking this expensive shit doesn't work." As well, this alone has to weigh as much as one of my AR builds. Where'd my scale go? We'll weigh it all together when we're done. Granted, yeah, he's hung a bunch of bullshit on this, but damn, dude, this has got to be at least 5.5 pounds. Six fucking pounds and 12 ounces. Like, blasphemy fully assembled barely weighs more than that. That's insane. So this gun's is probably 10-pound gun assembled. Because you don't even have to bolt in this. Like, holy shit. All right. That's a thick-ass boy. So, oh, a donut. Go ahead and clean this hoover. See my ratchet strap still here from my blasphemy video. Arguably the same quality of finish on that gun. Get some of the free gun oil, a dirty ass rag. Just go ahead and clean this shit up. Yep, not too terribly impressed by the CZ Bren, especially for the price point. Not accurate at all. It's a 2 MOA gun on a good day. 3 MOA with actual mil-spec ammo, whatever the fuck that means, garbage. Never ever had 5.56 shoot well unless it was like Wolf Gold. They stopped making that because Russia and America can't get along apparently. I like Russian people. I hate the US government as much as I hate the Russian government. Moral of the story, governments are trash. Clean off this here guide rod. This must be pinned or crimped or something in place to keep this from flying off the front of here. Put a little free gun oil on it. Give her the works. Oh, there's a donut. There's that. The actual carrier doesn't get that dirty. It kind of free floats in the receiver. Not a whole lot of dirt there for as big of as this component is. The inside, however, probably is filled. Get a nice light film on this whole thing. Right at the front here is where all the carbon's going to be. Yeah, not too bad. Grab a Q-tip, clean out the inside here. Still not too terribly bad. There's one thing about the piston guns is they stay cleaner a little bit longer than an AR, just because they're not dumping gas back in the receiver, but honestly that gas works really good as a lubricant, so sometimes cleaning your gun makes it run worse. Just a little bit of oil goes a long way. Alright. There's our stupid Phillips head screw. Nothing says modern gun like Phillips head screws, I tell you what. Look at this aluminum tube of a receiver. AR-15 star chamber. You get some lube on a rag and just finger fuck that a little bit. That's really all it needs for cleaning. Not teabag. Just rub the inside down, just so it gets a little bit of lubricant all over the inside. That's where all your schmoo is going to be. In the chamber and just sitting in these rails, because there's so many little surfaces that it can sit on, unlike the beautiful round tubular nature of an AR-15, where the bolt carrier group actually indexes on 4 places and cleans the carbon out of the inside. This is more of a free floating system because most of the bearing, as far as the reciprocating action, is on that guy, which is what the AR18 dual recoil springs are designed to do, is to free float. That's why the scars, everyone's like, oh my gosh, the receiver's so smooth. I'm like, yeah, it's because it's not riding on the receiver. Also, scars are trash. A lot like this gun, you can never get them to be more than 2 MOA accurate. I don't know why. Like I know hand loaders that will be very happy when they get 1.5 MOA out of their scar. I don't know why that is. I think the AR18, the nature of it, just because it's like a stamped receiver and the barrels are not embedded against really awesome threads, they just don't perform as well. I don't know. It's just speculation. I just know I've never seen a scar shoot a MOA group, much less a sub-MOA. It's a battle rifle, hurt the dur. You don't need to be that accurate. Yeah, no, why would you ever want to have an accurate gun? That's a preposterous notion. Why would you ever want to be more accurate? Cope harder, boomer. Anyway, let's go ahead and put the bolt back together. Bolty boy. extractor towards us for obvious reasons. Firing pin hopefully lines up with the bolty boy somewhere, or not. Could you guys like work together, please? I have never had this problem with an AR-15. Get in the hole. Get in the hole. There it is. Okay. Cam pin. Oh, damn it. Cam pin first. Son of many bitches. Oh, look. There's a viewing window. Hee-ha-hoo-ha. Be smarter, stupid. And then firing pin forward. Shove this in from that side, maybe. There we go. Nice light film of oil all over that bad boy. And just a little bit in here for grandma. Sweet. There's that. That's clean. That's ready to go. This is plastic. Doesn't really need to be clean. Okay. Let's put this whore back together, shall we? Are we going to clean the barrel? Absolutely not. Still very shiny and very not MOA accurate. Alright, so take this out. Throw this in like a Odysee. Throw that all the way forward. Actually, no, let's try and line them up back here. Do the thing. Okay, maybe put them in at the same time. Push the button, pull it out. All right, this is proving to be very annoying. Why aren't you working? Okay, you're going all the way forward, fuck you. Okay. Get in the gun, throw it all. Okay, I was right the first time. Should have just trusted myself. And then we got to find the charging my handle hole. Of course, this is a giant pain in the dick. There we go. Charging my handle hole. Put it on the wrong side for Phil, because he's an asshole. I like to do the stupid AK under wrap thing, because it looks tactical. There's that. There you go. You go in your hole and go somewhere into this area, I guess. I don't know. Not very intuitive. Because I'm guessing I gotta compress you to throw this fucking buttstock back in, but how do you stay? I don't understand. It should be easier, but it ain't. Do. I'm doing my best, sir. Of course, there's no indicator of where this should sit, so you kind of weeble wobbles. That's fine, we'll just crank her down. All right, how the hell are we gonna do this? Are we just gonna like shove something in here and push this down? Is that how we're gonna do this? I just don't get it. I don't understand. Yep. Apparently that's how you do that. And then we open up the stupid stock again, hit the button, push it down, pull it up. Okay, that's seated. Great, grand, wonderful. We challenged that, or conquered that challenge rather. This is how you clean a lower for an AR-15. You just get some schmoo on this, and you go, yep, that's clean. Throw this, at least it's a captive pin, unlike the stupid HKs. We're like, sir, we don't like captive pins even in 1990. Get out of the way. Okay, that's clean. I hate it. It's super heavy. Let's weigh this hoover now that she's all back together. Just preposterously heavy. Phil, if you haven't laughed by now, you're a terrible person. Excuse me. All right, how many millions of pounds is this? 10-pound gun. Cool. Over 10 pounds loaded. For an 11-inch barrel, that's retarded. Oh boy. Okay, well, there's the CZ Bren 2. Glad you guys could stick around and witness this nonsense. I am a wiser man for it now. I guess the only other thing I could do is take the front hand guard off and show you guys the gas pistone that I will never clean. Which I imagine you take off. Oh look, Torx, a modern fastener. What a concept. And I gotta grab my other kit, do. T30, nailed it. Oh, T25. Correct bit, wrong number. Dang it. Oh, that was not tight at all. Neither was that. Oh, look, they got cute little thrust washers on there like those do anything. And some sort of rubber washer. Weird. It's gonna be really fun with all this bullshit on the gun. Oh, look, you put a cute little witness mark on that. How adorable. Get out of here, you son of a bitch. Oh, the whole thing comes out. That's weird. And now I gotta take that teeny tiny Torx out of here. Son of a bitch. Are you this one? Yes. I've done this a time or two, I suppose. Get this Holosun off of this gun because it's holding it together. There we go. And ahaya! So this gas pistone does not look like the CZ Bren 2 gas pistone in Ian's video. This looks like the old style. It has a retainer clip to change the adjustment. I should just unscrew this so he has to go in there and change it. Fuck you, Phil! Yeah, so gas pistone. Looks like it accelerates about a ½ inch before it makes contact with the bolt carrier group. So lock the bolt carrier group back. Yep. So it's embedded there. You got to take everything else apart to get it out. But there you go, short stroke gas piston. Ooh, got some schmoo in there. So yeah, there's really no reason to clean this. It's just going to clean itself off next time you fire it. Oil's just going to attract more shit. But that'll show you what the original color is versus the carbon that was on it. Thoroughly unenthused am I. I've never liked gas piston systems. This one actually runs pretty okay. Oh, there's a date code. 5 of 19. Cool. So there is that. Very G36-like. Gravity. I hope that wasn't important. Yeah, that wasn't important. just like a G36. I can't get this handguard back on. There we go. Can you seat all the way, please? Could you seat all the way? Okay. What happened? What changed here? What the wuck? Now it's hitting the lower for some reason. Why is this happening? Did we move the whole upper around? Yes, we did. Hey, get back in there. So we're fighting spring tension. Wow, what a design. Let's bring this 30-year-old design back and call it a Bren. Cool, this is gonna be great to get back together. Outstanding. Great work, Czechoslovakia. You made a copy of a shitty gun. So proud of you. I guess to the Czech Republic now. I really don't care. Do 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 do. I guess that kind of holds the fastener in with that forward pressure. You don't really need Loctite. Pull back. Pull. I said, pull back. Tighten. 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 Okay, it's good. So yeah, that was a grandiose adventure. I'm glad we could all enjoy that together. What a magical time to be alive. AR-15 Master Race. Get those 19 knuckle tight so they strip out. Perfect. Flip it over. Where's my other fastener? There it is. Very unenthused. Mike Papa Kilo. All these loose fasteners you can lose. 10-pound gun. I wonder how much these weigh naked. It's got to be more than AR just because that gas piston system adds like 6 ounces minimum versus your 1 ounce stainless steel tube. Oh, it has a QD mount on it, stupid. I'm going to turn this around. We use it like this, so he has to take it off. No. Okay. That goes back one more. There we go. And a teeny tiny little feller. See if the witness mark lines up again. Nope, it just strips out. Perfect. You don't need that fastener. Chinese junk. Yep, you're down one fastener, dude. What a piece of shit. Cool. Well, that was fun. I'm glad we did that. Tap the next size up. Can we tighten it down? Yes, we can. Go gumsmithing. All right, now getting it out. That's a whole different problem. Hoo ha he hoo ha heebity. So that was a T10. All right, go team. Glad that nightmare is over. Hopefully you guys learned something. I did. Never buy a CZ. They're silly. I don't know where that goes. You don't need that. Thanks for watching. Don't slide the ride home. Bye.